right, hello, Red Earth team. This is Matt Ham, co-founder of You Print, Faith and Personal Development, and today we're kicking off a new series here called Meet the Team. This is where I get to play Oprah and invite everybody onto my couch, and we see what kind of goodies we can uncover. And today I am kicking off with the one and only Bryan Sartin.
Are you going to give away prizes like she does?
I could. Everybody look under your chair. You get a car. You get a car. We could do that.
I hear you.
We could do that. So, Bryan, tell us your role here, and you can't look on the screen behind you.
Oh,
but tell us your role here, your title, if you will, and then a little bit about what you do for the team.
Well, as the screen says, I'm Business Development Manager here at Red Earth Marketing, and basically my role is to make the connection kind of with us and the local and the market all across the United States for that developer, that builder, and that real estate agent that is looking for services to help market themselves. Maybe that developer wanting to market, that new site that they're looking to build, 20, 30, 40 homes. Or that builder that's just building onesies and one house a year or two houses a year that needs someone to market their product. So I like to make those connections. I like to listen to help that builder out.
Well, so you wear so many hats, because when you're dealing with developers and you're dealing with builders and you're dealing with marketing and you're dealing with real estate agents, I mean, that's a pretty diverse kind of concept. So you have this gift of listening, of hearing where people are.
Right.
And one of the things underneath it, I think, is helping people tell a story and helping people cast a vision. So how does kind of Red Earth and the services here play into that dynamic of helping these folks tell stories and cast a vision?
Well, that's a great question, Matt. And let's just break it down. For like a developer has to tell the story before even one tree is cut or a shovel's in the ground, and we like to do that. Maybe it's a site map that they want to put out, or a rendering, a 360 rendering that it shows the product that's coming down the line. We like to connect those dots. And developers are busy and they don't want to worry about it, and they don't want to go to several different places to find their digital marketing or their the flyers that need to be done. We like to connect them all into one place, and and that also helps from errors happening. When something's sold, we take care of everything in that vision. And I like to go to events and listen to builders and just like not even be in the conversation and listen to what their needs are as a builder. A lot of them say, I just need more time to be able to work with my subs, so I don't have to worry about marketing. That's where we come in. They give me a call, tell me what they need, and I help them in any way possible.
Yeah.
So,
and what about like the individual real estate agents? How would you guys work with the real estate agents?
And that's the same. Real estate agents like to sell their home, the homes that they're listing. They don't want to be in front of a computer. That takes away time that they can be working with their client. And also many agents start out, they don't have the money and the resources that they go to someone in their company and say, will you do this flyer for me? Well, they can listen, or they can say, hey, Bryan does that flyer. We can just give him a call, and they can worry about that open house, or they can worry about that, working or showing that house, and we'll take care of the rest for them. So, and that takes a lot off of that agent. I'm a real estate agent, and I know how much time it takes to create these things.
Yeah. So going a bit back in your story, and what I think makes you uniquely prepared to be able to step into this role in a really powerful and fresh way is you have this experience. So tell folks a little bit about kind of how you got into the business and what brought you through, and then therefore what you bring to the table.
Well, I started here back around 98, and I went to UNC Wilmington as a communications major, and started with the local magazine called Homes and Land Magazine that basically markets homes and markets real estate agents. And I was their director of marketing, listening to people, listening how they need to market themselves, And then I kind of moved into the nonprofit, into the Wilmington Cape for Home Builders, and I would plan and coordinate different events throughout the year, one being the Parade of Homes. And we call that kind of the Super Bowl for builders, and be able to do their plan book. And also they did, they would work as a sales and marketing council. I oversaw that council. So I listened and heard the needs of the builders and also the agents of what needs to be done to market a new home or a new home community. And then after that, I kind of, I loved real estate. So I got my real estate license, sold for a few years. So I've seen the industry, and at the end, these outs of it, I've seen it all. So
and I think the great thing about it is the challenges that each individual sector, if you will, faces, and then you can bring the phenomenal resources of Red Earth to the table in that capacity. So give folks a bit of a snapshot. You've mentioned some renderings, you've mentioned overall vision, but as far as laying out the different services that Red Earth has to offer, are we missing anything?
I mean, it's total A to Z. I mean, you may just need that one flyer for that open house that shows the floor plan, or you may need site plan creation, from everything from where these homes are going for area photography to 3D renderings that sit there to show the customer what it would look like as an end product. We do training for sales staff.
Yeah, that's huge.
I know it's really huge. We have so many people coming into the the real estate industry. They're just thrown sometimes into a home and say, sell this home.
Yes.
We're here to help them, to help them sell that home, to help them market themselves. So all in one place, basically, one place that they can come.
Yeah, well, I love kind of your heart for people, knowing you, getting to know you better now, and knowing your heart for people to come along and help them in whatever capacity that is, and then having all these tools in the belt that Red Earth provides, all the experience here that you bring to the table, to be able to put out just an incredible product, to be able to help these folks do what they need to do, build, sell, and develop.
Right.
And then we come along and help market. So that's just awesome. So, Bryan, knowing you personally, now I want to dive in a little bit personal here. You always talk to me about, like I said, just getting to know you, but you always talk about your daughter and how much you love your daughter, and you're talking about you watch movies or shows with her and stuff like that. So, what would you say is your favorite movie? Like, if Bryan's going to go watch a movie, top of the shelf, what are you going to?
It's probably one I don't even think she's seen yet. It's the old school Backdraft.
Okay.
And big 80s movie.
Kurt Russell was in that.
There was
Kurt
Russell.
There's somebody else.
Oh my goodness, who all was in it? I can't.
I'm blanking.
I'm blanking.
I remember it being like 3 or 4 dudes and firefighters and okay.
Yeah, and he lived on a boat, and it was. I remember. And then my close second would have to be Top Gun.
Okay.
With good old Maverick coming out this year, so I can't wait. So
that's awesome. Well, a little behind the scenes office on Bryan. The other day I rolled into his office. He's listening to Guns N' Roses, so he is a true child of the '80s and a man after my own heart. I love me some Guns N' Roses.
Welcome to the jungle.
That's it, man. It was a sweet child of mine. It was
a sweet child of mine.
I love it. I love it. So good. Well, guys, thanks so much for spending a few minutes. Bryan, thanks so much for sharing more about who you are and what you do for the team here. And certainly, if anybody has any needs in regards to the services that we offer here at Red Earth, Bryan is a great contact point, man. Thanks for being a voice in this community and throughout the country for what we do.
Yeah, no problem.
Awesome, man.
Have a good one.